welcome to BackChat. Full transparency, we already recorded 10 minutes of an episode and my voice broke when I was trying to introduce everyone. So I just want everyone to know that happened because I've got away with one.
The reason we recorded 10 minutes and had to start again is because I wasn't working. I was lagging, I wasn't working. Am I better now? Is this good?
Yeah,
So
you're
much better
back.
now.
You're back in business. But evidently, this is setting itself up as one of the great podcast episodes of all time, I would have thought.
We're back. Give me a quick math problem and see if I can react quick enough.
1 plus 6. Right.
Dan, can you just give us like a synopsis or a bit of a executive summary of the 10 minutes we recorded?
Yeah. Okay, so Paul Curtis.
We can go over Paul.
Died.
We'll go
over Paul. You sort of broke that down, Hammer. Thanks for that. What else? It was your birthday. Happy birthday, Scully.
Yeah, and Happy New Year and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, yes. Turned 40. Well done. You've had 2 birthdays. And I think that's it. That's all that happened.
Your child, minutes. Louis
Louis came in. Yeah, it was like that video when that guy, kid walks in.
I'm on fucking live TV, son. Get the fuck out of my room.
That's exactly what happened in the recording. Yep. So I'm glad that didn't get picked up. So that's basically it. So you missed out on world-class podcasting.
Where I was 8 seconds delayed in everything that I was saying. So
it was funny. You had that many good calls and we're on to the next topic and it was like having to say something. And eventually we're like, oh, sweet, no one can hear me. My microphone's off.
And the other thing was that we discovered that you have a guitar, but you can't play it except for Wonderwall.
I can play Wonderwall.
Yeah.
So we did a skit back in the day for West Coast. I think we were trying to get a new co-host for BackChat. I'm pretty sure. And it was it you, Hammer? Like, did you sign?
Yeah. So it was, I think the original one was like you did an episode with TB, you did an episode with Rothy, you did an episode with Jacko, and then it was like, right, let's get Hammer back in here because I'd already done it. And so we made the skit that in the TCE, I reckon it was, we went in there and then you said, mate, I've got this contract for you. And the joke was, because I was an unrestricted free agent at that point. The joke was that I thought I was signing a contract extension, but it turns out I was getting delisted anyway and just re-signing with BackChat.
Yeah.
Which was
exciting.
Which was very...
So were you aware of this joke or was it like a prank?
I was aware of
here's a code. Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's so cruel.
Yeah. Simo's going to be the contract for BackChat.
Imagine this skit. Get your parents like, Dad, guess what? I got a new contract.
Read the fine print and I can do 1 episode a week. Anyway, and then the joke was that I'd pick up the guitar afterwards and just say, fuck it. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. And just
quietly, like the joke's on West Coast because BackChat is still employing you and West Coast is not.
Exactly right. So joke's on you guys, West Coast. And you're bottom of the ladder, so I sucked in.
and we got way more run from than Hammer than West Coast did. So we came out as the winners.
Actually,
that's a backhander from you, Dan.
It's the West Coast. You didn't take advantage of his talent. We did.
I'm still the highest win percentage in the history of the competition, so that'll never get taken away.
That's true.
But this is the start of my 4th year with BackChat, so I've now officially been longer with you guys than I have been at West Coast. So
great.
There's that. And anyway, happy Christmas and Merry New Year. What is
that?
Look, I fidget with stuff like I'm basically like I'm on the Lego table, so I've just got there's just like things lying around like Minecraft sort of builds, and this is I don't really know what this is. It's a hippopotamus.
Fleshlight.
Oh, it's a hippopotamus.
Things must be going well for BackChat, Scully. If you got a Lego table set up in your house, it must be nice. A table dedicated to Lego.
Sorry, there's no delay here. I'm just pausing for. What would you like to do? Okay, should I just call it the table?
Yeah. Who's It must be nice having a few extra tables in your house, one for Lego. What's on the build? Is it you building or is it the kids building?
It's a bit of everything. I don't have my I've got a present I haven't started yet. It's like a 30,000 piece ship to build.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
and
I was
I'm going to start that soon. But the kids build, and I build with the kids. I fucking love Lego. I absolutely love Lego. And you know what? Yeah, we've got a Lego table. Shove it up your ass. How about that?
Yeah, well done. Have you started using the app for the instructions, or are you still using the book?
I book, absolutely book.
Really?
Like I'm not. Nah, I'm not. You know, I feel like it's borderline sort of cheating the system, getting some sort of app up. Nah.
No, it doesn't do anything up for you other than the fact that you can skip through the pages instead of flipping through a book.
Yeah, but
And then you can also like spin it around and stuff.
It's like an audio book. It's like listening to a book and reading a book. Like they're the same thing, but one's cheating and one's actually reading.
Yeah.
I did accidentally. Beck was mentioning to some friends how she'd like read this book, and I was like, "Well, you listen to it. Doesn't quite count," and then it didn't go down well. Is that a thing? Can you? I don't think you can claim you read a book if you listen to it.
Yeah, no, you absolutely can't. You just say, "I listened to a book."
Yeah.
Like people wouldn't be listening to BackChat and said, "Oh, I was reading this podcast the other day." Sorry, you were reading. Sorry. Speaking of reading books, I've got this laptop propped up on a couple of books just to get the height right. And Em has got these. I don't know if you've ever seen these fucking things, Onyx Storm.
Oh yes, yeah.
The Iron Flame series or something they're called. They are. They're
everywhere.
They're everywhere, and they're apparently very good. There is. I don't know if it's this book or another similar style book, but it's like dragon porn. There's like dragon sex scenes in there, and like shadows of having sex with mages and all this thing. Anyway, all I had heard was like it's just people on TikTok being like, boyfriends react to girlfriend's book. And so I'd seen a lot of that about this thing. And Em was reading it one day and I just said, we were in bed, laying in bed, and I said, all right, pause, stop right there, what you're doing. She's like, what are you talking about? I said, read me out loud the next paragraph of your book. And she just started pissing herself. I caught her in the middle of like this intense graphic sex scene between a shadow monster and this fucking chick who'd been like trapped away in a dungeon for 1,000 years. But anyway, this has got me thinking, imagine listening to that on an audio book. And like, imagine getting pulled over by the cops. License and registration, please. When this... And I'm talking graphic detail about this scene. Shit, it was funny. I imagine that'd be pretty funny on an audio book.
Yeah, so like that's basically porn in written edition, isn't it?
Porn had to come from somewhere to start with. There wasn't videos back. It was definitely graphic. But
that's a good point. It's a good point.
BackChat 2026, where we talk all things porn. That's the new direction we're taking this year.
Porn chat.
Well, we do have 50 trays of fries we could keep building.
Oh, yes, we do. How is that going?
Wow.
I haven't, I've been tempted just to chuck it into GBT and say write the rest for me because I just can't be bothered. But that's cheating, obviously.
Well, it's clear at this stage you can't be bothered because you just stopped. When the pressure came on, you just stopped writing.
Yeah. Writer's block.
Well, there hasn't been enough desire from the audience. It's not like I'm getting peppered by people going, give us more. It's like no one's asked for it.
Give us more.
Fine, I'll do it.
All right, fine.
All right, let's get into the show because, it is public holiday and we all got, nothing.
We got things to do. Hamish, it was a public holiday and you were on socials telling us about a special. I haven't seen the video. I need to look at this, but can you give me just a live rendition?
Well, basically, so it was pretty rushed, and to be fair, it was my fault because Ronan sent me the details, but I was driving down for the last slice thing at Delhi Lup, and anyway, had all this stuff going on with the golf pod, and then anyway, I probably should have done it in the morning, and it took me all the way until the afternoon, so I was very rushed, and I didn't fact check what I could and couldn't say with the prices, because when I looked at this stuff, I was like, that can't be real. It's like basically all it was your long weekend special. Go down to Liquor Barons and pick up some beer or any alcohol that you wanted, but specifically beer. And I thought it was a typo when I read it. You could get 2 slabs this long weekend. The long weekend's still going, and if it's open, you can go and get it. 2 slabs of EMU Export, so 2 30 packs for $111. So
60 cans. 60 cans
for $111. Oh, everyone's saying far out. You go down to the pub these days and it's $15 a pint. What's a pint? 500 and something mils. A can's $3.75. So 1.5. A can is $1.85 in that deal. That is
that's so cheap. You can't buy a can of Coke for that.
You can't buy a can of Coke for that. It's fiscally irresponsible to not go and do that. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say that here?
Say what you want.
Anyway, it's irresponsible to not pick that deal up. Not only did they have that deal down there at Liquor Barons, they also had, if you wanted hard solos, have you had those things before? The Fanta, the peach flavoured ones or the orange ones? It's like a Fanta, but they're Fanta flavoured guava. It's just ridiculous. They've got that, they've got wine, they've got all sorts of things. But I was just drawn in by this beer special. It's $1.85 a can. You're right. You couldn't buy a Pepsi Max for that cheap. This is my second one. Yeah. It's 10 o'clock.
Unless you're flying Transnusa, where they are $1.
Correct.
$1.
You're on Transnusa. You're having a beer on Transnusa. That's what you're doing.
So you got two options. You can either go down to Liquor Barons, buy the cheapest beer in the world.
Ever.
That technically could be correct or incorrect.
Incorrect.
Or you jump on Transnusa and you just have to buy a flight to Bali. So there are your two options basically.
Or if you wanted to, you could go down to the pub and get a pint of Emu Export for like $15. You could do that if you wanted to and be dumb with your money. Anyway, that's just what I was thinking. So that happened. Yeah, that was over the long weekend, which is still going.
Right.
Today, what are you guys doing today for the public holiday? We thought we'd give everyone the day off around the office and stuff, but I've got nothing to do. I almost feel like just going to the office.
No, I'm driving to Mandurah. Yeah, I'm just waiting until this is done. I'm getting in the car. Everyone's packed. Everyone's waiting. Just for Hannah's internet connection.
In the car. Wait. I will be doing nothing today. I went to the gym this morning. I'm going to probably... in fact, I definitely will have a nap at some point. Like, just why not? Yep. I've got no kids. I can go to sleep. And then
you're still rolling naps out.
Well, yeah, if I can. Whenever I get a chance, mate.
If you didn't have kids, you'd be rolling naps out, I reckon.
But
you're a napper.
It's not hot enough to go to the beach. I might read a book, M's Dragon Sex book, see how that goes. Watch a bit of Stranger Things, but no, I'm chilling today. I'm having a great relaxing day.
My kids have just gone to time zone, so I have no children. I think I might go to the gym and then have a nap. That just sounds amazing.
That's a perfect idea.
That was a great
day. Your kids and your wife, Scully, actually physically in the car waiting?
No, my kids are in Mandurah, and Alex, we don't really have a lot of stuff to take, so she's just pottering around. And
we had one of my mates' engagement parties Saturday afternoon, and I was driving there, so I was only having a couple of beers, and was driving there, and so I said I'll pick my other two friends up, and then we'll go. And it started at 2:30, and you know how I don't like being late places. Started at 2:30, and I said we're just around the corner. I was like, guys, I'll be at your house at 2:15, pick you up. I finished training in the morning. I was texting Em all day, like, this is the plan. We're picking them up at 2:15, no worries. We got to go. I want to go to the beach. Okay, sweet, no worries, but we're leaving at 2:15. So we leave. We go to the beach at like midday. We get home at 12:30, and I'm thinking, perfect. That's an hour and 45 minutes. That's plenty of time to get ready and be out the door at 2:15, at like just before 2:10.
2:12.
2:12 even. We'll probably still get there. Anyway, I text the boys, been like, yep, we're still on track. No worries. Anyway, it gets to 2:50, and I'm just like, I'm dressed, in bed, ready, and Emmy's just like cruising around, and I'm texting the boys at the time, being like, hey, guys, I'm sorry. It still baffles me to this day how it takes, like, what they do to get ready. And it got to 2 o'clock, and I was still laying there with no clothes on, and I was like, righto, we're off in 10 minutes. Shower, dressed, changed. I'm ready in 5, so it's 2:05, and I'm now ready to go. It's like it baffled me to see that was it. Just and then I did that thing where you sit in the car, being like, "Hey, we're ready." Sat in the car for 15 minutes.
So you were sitting in the car before M's
I wasn't
ready
at this point. I wasn't. I'm not normally, but
no. But is that your tactic? Well, what's
my tactic? Is like, "Hey, we're going. Like, are we ready? Yep. Okay, sweet. No worries. As soon as she says we're ready, I'll get in the car, because then any pottering around, because like if I'm sitting inside, faffing around becomes pottering around and can take a bit longer.
Yeah.
But if I'm in the car, it's like, okay, I've got to leave something. Oh, don't worry about it. But yeah, no, I'm not being like, okay, Dale, we're going now and getting in the car when she's doing her hair. I'm not that.
Well, that would be that'd be a tactic of some. It'd be sit in the car and then like maybe the horn comes out. I don't know. Like I'm more of a.
I reckon I've seen horn. No, I haven't horn. I feel like
hang on, Dan.
No. Dan's a horn guy.
Dan's a sit in the car guy.
How do you think it would go down with Beck if I was sitting in the car going beep, beep? She'd be like, all right, go. I'm not coming.
The tactic should be call it, announce it. Say, hey, sorry, we're going to go pick the boys up at 1:15.
Yes.
So that when she's ready at 1:45, I'm like, hey, joke's on you. We need to leave in 10, 15 minutes, so we're perfect.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. You could pot up.
Heaps of time, yeah.
So you either wait in the car and it's very passive aggressive and you try to put pressure on so that they hurry up.
Yeah.
But if you're in the car, you can't be coaching decisions.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We need to be there earlier than you actually do, and then you get there on the time you wanted to in the first place. But
that's the look. Sorry for being late, guys. Actually, we're on time because that's what I thought about.
Yeah, because you need to be there at 2:30, but you're saying 2:15 when you know you're going to be there at 2:30. That's the play.
Yeah.
Should we talk any sport or?
Let's talk about some sport because the Perth Scorchers won the grand final last night.
They did.
That's. I was thinking about how
much they win.
Yeah, so they won 3 years ago. We weren't there to do BackChat. We did 2 seasons of BackChat. They didn't win. First season, we don't do BackChat, and they win. So maybe it was us.
Wasn't it pissing with rain last night? I wasn't here, by the way.
It was.
It ran a little bit.
Right.
It was drizzling. I'll tell you what
happened?
Hobart Hurricanes versus the Melbourne Stars last week. That was pissing with rain. This was just raining a bit.
What do we do?
Yes.
How do we win?
Smashed them. They never looked up. So obviously coming into the game, everyone was eyes on Steve Smith because he was a freak. He'd made 200 in the last 3 games, and he was the key. And he came out there and looked instantly like he was
dangerous.
He was like, "Oh, this is going to be over. He's going to set the world on fire." Got going, and then Aaron Hardy came on in his first over, and just bowled this peach that nipped away, come back inside, hit him on the pad, on the back of his pad. So he sort of came forward, didn't come forward, hit him on the back pad, and then he took off for a single. Aaron Hardy appealed. Not out, mate. And straight away, boys, DRS for taking that one upstairs, and missed the bat and just collided with middle and leg, and it was just the boys erupted. And from there,
what's the umpire doing?
Nah, I don't know. It's sort of it sounded like there was 2 noises. Smith ran straight away, anyway, it looked like
it was going a bit high as well.
Yeah. But there's this great photo and a video, and the Scorchers put it up, of the moment where it was over the wickets were in the DRS, and you can see Smith throw his head up, and all the boys just jumping around Hardy. So that was great. Yeah. And then from there, they just didn't fire a shot. They were.
Tell you what, we've got a stacked team, the Scorchers. I'm just looking at the batting lineup. We only needed the 6 to get through it. No worries, 17 overs. But Mitch Marsh, Finn Allen, who's been arguably batter of the series,
can go big.
Aaron Hardy, Josh Inglis, Ashton Turner, and Cooper Connolly. That's the top sit, mate. That's as good as it gets.
It's it was just stupid. So once Smith went out, all hope for them was gone. Enriquez was okay. Philippi was made 20 off 20 and was shit. But they were all looking average. None of them looked like they were going to do anything. The Scorchers bowlers were on fire. Anyway, they get them all out with on the last ball there was a run out, and then the Scorchers.
Before you go into the batting, Cooper Connolly, one of the all-time catchers.
Oh,
I'm sick of this dumb rule where if the ball goes anywhere near the ground during a catch, and it's Cooper Connolly. If imagine we're playing cricket and one of us pulled that catch, and you're like, nah, sorry, not a catch. You'd leave. If you haven't seen it, which you probably haven't if you didn't watch and you don't have social, Scully, Connolly is running away. Daniel's there. What is his name? It's something Daniel. He's there. The name's escaped me. He was their player of the tournament. Hits this big high shot over cow corner. And
Hughes.
He's Hughes. No.
Yeah.
I don't think it's only Hughes. I think it's someone Daniels. Anyway, we'll look that up later. Forgive me. He's running away with it, Connolly.
Cricket nerds.
Takes this diving catch close to the boundary, lands on his forearms, twists with his hands, with his fingers under the ball. So he's controlled the ball in the air, clear catch, lands on both of his forearms with his fingers under the ball so the ball's not touching the ground, comes to a stop before he hits the rope to save it from being a 4.
This far.
Literally,
so close.
a foot or 6 inches away from the rope. Clearly caught the ball, turns his hand over and pushes off the ground to stand up to celebrate. And they were like, oh, the ball touched the ground. Not out.
Gave not out.
Not out.
Yep.
It was everyone in the world could see. So Ashton Turner won a couple of weeks ago where he dived back.
Yeah.
That was you could probably see that was maybe not in control. But Connolly controlled it, was there, turned his hand, and then went, yep, beautiful, I'm pushing off the ground now, and they said not out. He got out 2 balls later, but
shittest rule ever.
It was the shittest rule of all time.
Yeah.
Such a shit rule.
And Cooper Conley is just standing there right off the rope when they bring the batter back on, and his face looked like he was
flat.
hurt
That's
someone.
the second worst rule. I'm just trying to. I've got this guy's name on the tip of my tongue. Joel Davies. That's his name, not Hughes.
We're so far
Go again.
from it.
Second worst rule. Say again.
It's the worst rule. Sorry. So that's the second worst rule. I reckon that one. The worst rule, which came into play it happened a few times in the last month and a bit of the Big Bash, where middle of an over you can retire a batsman and bring a new one on. So it happened. It happened in the Hurricanes game against the Stars. Sam Harper was batting, and one of our spinners came on. I think it was Hussain, and Glenn Maxwell hadn't come out to bat yet, but he's a gun at hitting spin. So they waited until the first ball of his over had been bowled, so that he then had 5 balls to go, and then Harper retired hurt, and Maxwell just rolls out and gets faced five balls of spin. And it's just ridiculous. If you can do that with a batter, you should be able to do that with a bowler, but it's a shit rule. Just subbing a batsman out whenever.
Maybe they should just open it up and just be like, do what you like. It's just an interchange bench. Your batting lineup is it's a bench, and you just sub blokes out. As long as you can make it back to the crease before the bowler's at the other end, you can do what you like.
Fast changes. And if the bowler gets back first and you're still changing, he can bowl at an empty stump.
Yeah.
That's a great rule.
Go fast 5, but there's a bench, and the bench sits at square leg. It's not off the ground. It's so if you hit the bench, it's literally backyard cricket.
Yeah,
and then you can just bring blokes on.
Or the guy who you want to sub on, if you were going to sub someone on, he has to stand with the square leg umpire, so that there's just one bloke in full pads out there next to the square leg
just
umpire.
ready to go.
You can just sprint on whenever you need him. That's a good idea.
Hey, we did say that in the first 10 minutes of the pod that no one's going to hear because we didn't record it, that we spoke about Paul Curtis dying.
Yeah.
What? Can you get bonus update? Can we get an update?
Yeah, bonus update. So Paul Curtis is alive, which is good.
Right.
That's great for anyone who's great for anyone who's just a football fan.
So he's not dead.
Fan.
So it should be said, Paul Curtis not dead.
Yeah, Paul Curtis not dead.
Rest in peace.
He was in Bali and he nearly died. So apparently you looked this up before, but he was at Bali, went to his hotel reception being like, hey guys, sorry, I'm struggling to breathe here. Something doesn't feel right. No worries, mate. Off you go to the hospital. Gets to the hospital. 10 minutes later, they say, hey, mate, no worries. You're all good. Just have these antibiotics. And he gets on the plane, goes home, still not feeling great. And then anyway, checks in with the doctor back in Melbourne. And they said, yeah, mate, you were pretty close to dying. You've got this fluid in between your lungs and your chest cavity, and it's all this infected stuff. And he goes, if you hadn't have been so fit and young, you're dead.
So I should probably qualify my research was done while speaking and reading.
Yeah, that's perfect.
He was actually in London.
Oh, same thing.
It was a London hospital. He flew from London to Bali. And when he got to Bali, after being given antibiotics in London, that he got to Bali, he was like, I've got this giant rash and my face and neck is swollen and I have a body-wide rash on me. And he went to a Bali hospital and they were like, what the fuck were you flying for? You should be dead. And it was an emphysema.
Oh, my God. So then, anyway, that's
even crazier than the first story.
So we went to London, first world country, and they said, yeah, mate, good to go.
She'll be right.
Correct.
And then we spoke about Dan having Bali pingers for a bit too, so there was that.
Yeah, correct. And we probably won't go over that again. But Paul Curtis, you can only assume he's going to win the Brownlow this year off the back of that?
Coleman. He doesn't. Brownlow's a midfielders award, mate, and Sheasel's got that wrapped up. But it'll be Sheasel for Brownlow and it'll be Curtis for Coleman. How's him coming out the other day saying, I want to be a multiple All-Australian, I want to be a 40-goal-a-year average player? What a guy. After nearly
Paul Curtis said that?
Paul Curtis said that, yeah.
Well, he kicked 38 last year.
Yeah, and he's benching 160. Which is just ridiculous.
I like it.
Are we going to the State of Origin? Are the three of us going in a few weeks?
Yep. I'm speaking to some people. Could be doing a podcast there. Who knows?
Some movers and shakers.
Can I just ask what the AFL was thinking putting on Valentine's Day? I feel like it's a stitch up.
Happy Valentine's Day. Well,
Merry
mate,
Christmas.
Yeah, so you got to understand, Dan, we aren't all florists like your family, mate. So Valentine's Day to the rest of us is
just a day.
What are we going to fucking do? How are we going to do this? So now, for 55 lucky blokes they've got the option of taking their partner to the State of Origin. Happy Valentine's Day, love.
Happy Valentine's Day, Dale. What Valentine's Day is an excuse to be like, okay, well, I have to buy a rose or a couple. Beautiful. Yeah. Great if you're
or 12.
Or 12.
Foxandrabbit.com.au.
Yeah, great if you... What was that again? Foxandrabbit.com.au? Beautiful.
Yep.
Great if you're in the florist business. It's also like, it's probably not a guaranteed shag, but you're like a 90% chance. It just is one of those sort of layups that you get as a man in a relationship or a woman in a relationship. But now you get the added bonus of going to watch the Vics versus WA. It's a win-win.
While we're speaking there, I think like a pretty obvious collaboration would be Fox and Rabbit and Liquor Barons. So you get your 12 roses and then you get your 60 cans of EMU export. There's your Valentine's Day.
That's a huge Valentine's Day.
That's a massive Valentine's. Hey, Dale, we're going to eat these roses. What do you mean? No, we've already had 30 beers and now I'm seeing sideways. Eating flowers. Perfect. We
haven't really spoken a lot about West Coast and Freo, given we're in Western Australia. I mean, we usually give a little bit of an update.
Yeah, we do.
What's going on?
Okay, listen now. West Coast, have you guys been seeing the footage of the boy? What has happened?
Yeah,
I thought last year, like, he'd probably not peaked. Well, yeah, peaked physically. I'm like, okay, this is who he is now. He's just gone bigger. He's stronger. I saw him in a contest with Jake Waterman, and the boy was all over Lush, and you could tell he's so frustrated because he can't beat him.
Well, you know
what a mountain.
You know what the thing is? Like, often you hear when you're growing up about boys being stupid and being like, oh, I'm going to drink early and all the rest of it. And they say, well, the male isn't fully developed until 25. Reuben's 21. Right. He's got 4 years left of development. And he's like 6'3", 6'4", looks like a Dorito, cut like a park statue. He's the fittest bloke on the list. He's going to be 6'6" and 115 kilos of pure muscle by the time he's 25.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the article is. I'm trying to find it right now. But number one, I called this in fucking November.
Yep.
Harley Reid is a man now.
Yes.
So we're talking about the boy, which is Reuben, which the article I was looking for was like Reuben puts on fucking 10 kilos.
Yeah.
So he can play against bigger people. I'm like, this bloke's going to be 130 kilos running around.
He's going to probably like it.
I'm like, yeah, perfect. Exactly what he needed to get more jacked over the off-season. But Harley Reid, I'm looking at a thing now. He's a man. Like, just in case anyone doesn't know, and I don't know what people have been saying on socials, he's going to... Look, West Coast aren't good enough for him to win a Brownlow this year, but he's going to get Brownlow votes this year, and he'll lead West Coast by a long way.
He cut his hair.
He could win their best and fairest.
He will.
He's going to be big man things.
His only issue with winning Brownlows and best and fairest will be suspension because he plays on that edge, which is fair enough. You roll with that. But, like, cut his hair, got rid of those long boy locks, and now he's like, okay, I got a man's haircut, and he's just... Like, he's defined. He looks like an animal.
Ripped.
Oh, yeah.
He's ripped.
Yeah. He'll take the mantle of just being the man this year. So you watch out for him. Speaking of big, strong men, did you see Pat Voss, like, cheat and squat a fake 300? Did you see that?
No.
What? I saw the video of him squatting.
So it blew up on social media and everyone was just hosing him because they've put this video up of Pat Voss back squatting 300 kilos. Yeah. And it was like, and the caption was like Voss 300 and the big puffy face. Anyway, the video is him on this box with like plates stacked up. He squats like, I reckon he moves 6 inches down, touches his bum on a thing and just comes back up. It's like, if you're calling that a squat, everyone is just, they turn the comments off eventually. Because everyone was hosing him, when are we seeing this squat? Like, we've seen a guy put a bar up, that's cool. And just hosing him. He's obviously massive and he's very, very strong, but fuck, the video was funny. Just these like
300. What's like normal? I don't know what people.
What do you squat, Hammer? How many you got a squat on you?
Yeah, I do. My 1 rep max squat is 270. But like, box squat, and I'm going to 90 degrees and then back up.
Maybe East Perth should put a video up of Hammer.
There is a video of me doing that squat somewhere.
Is it?
Yeah, but. Anyway, 300 was a massive lift, but he just didn't really lift it.
Can the BackChat community all go to the East Perth post and find it? Like, when are we getting this squat?
Yeah, when are we getting this squat?
yeah, speaking of Freo, so I was talking to a mate yesterday who said, "Oh, Jai Amos is now playing on the wing. Like that's what he's
Matty
doing.
Richardson
Apparently, he's
style.
been doing that in match sim."
Matt Richardson style. Nick Rewalt.
So I sort of like that, but I sort of don't. Oh, Jai Amos.
I would give him. I'd be giving him one more year as a forward. I think moving him to the wing this year, because he didn't have his greatest year last year, and was a bit low on confidence, wasn't kicking goals, wasn't taking marks. I think by moving him up the wing, you're giving him a cop out. I think if you give him the first half of the year, being like, mate, you're big, you're strong, you've had a pre-season, play full forward, play deep forward, I think you get a chance. But he's your perfect third tall with Voss and Tracy.
He just needs a pre-season on Alex Pearce on him every session because the defenders just like if we were playing back in the day, playing in Freo, I would have played on Jai Amos to just wrestle him. All that happened last year was he went from the year before and people not giving him any respect and doing no prep on him and just trying to play him and. He was really good with his forward patterns. But then when you watch it, you're like, okay, if I just wrestle this bloke, you can keep him out of contest and he won't get near it. Yeah. He just needs to spend an entire preseason with Alex Pearce bear hugging him at every opportunity and work your way through it. He'll get older and better, just like Josh Tracy did. I mean, Pat Voster's probably a good example. Like, he's kind of finally figured out he can do 300-kilo bloody box squats, half squats, and bully people around. Like, it doesn't just happen for key forwards. So I'm with you, Hammer. I would have put Jai Amos in the cage, Alex Pearce, the entire off-season.
Yeah.
And said, if you can't improve here by doing it every day, well, we'll put you on the wing. But, it's a cop-out.
It's also 22.
Yeah,
so young.
He's got heaps of time left.
He's a good player.
What do we think? Have we spoken much about Mason Cox being at Freo?
No. I saw a picture with him and Mouse, which is great. Yeah.
He's entered Mouse promotions.
Because Freo love playing two ruckmen, in Darcy and Jackson. And they love Jackson being kind of like a ruck rover, full forward that happens to go in the ruck when they need it.
Yeah.
And then Sean Darcy on and off the bench. So they're always going to play the two ruckmen. Does playing Amos up the ground more mean that they would try to play Cox as a
the three of them, Cox, Darcy, and Jackson? That seems big.
Imagine coming up against 5 ruckmen. Maybe we should get Coxie on BackChat and talk some shit with him, ask him what's going on.
All the reports are out of Freo is this guy's just like one of the great guys ever. Just such a good fella. No one has had a bad word to say about him since he's been at the club. He got there. I don't know. I think I've told this before, but got to the club, went up through the whole facility and introduced himself to everyone, from the IT guys to the barista at the cafe out the front to the membership salespeople, and walked in there to the team store, saw a couple of Freo fans in the team store and bought a couple of them a shirt, bought one of them a jumper. And he was like, "Oh, welcome. It's lovely to be here. My name's Mason. Nice to meet you. Here's I'll pay for your merchandise."
What a guy!
Wow. Then went into the membership office and was like, "Hey, have you got a couple of any members that haven't re-signed this year? You know how you do your membership drive where it's everyone has to come down here and try and do it." He did it voluntarily. Rang up 6-7 people, signed a few of them, got a few "Hey guys, this is Mason Cox here. I just seen you haven't renewed your membership. What's going on? You want to jump on board for 2026? And they said, "Oh, actually, you know what, Mason? Yeah, I will." Sold a couple of memberships. Mason.
I think we've just discovered that's the greatest signing of the entire offset. Don't worry about Petrarca.
No one's doing that. Petrarca's not doing that at Gold Coast. He's doing his cooking channel, sure. He's not selling memberships off his own back.
Well done. It could be my new favourite player, which is a bit. I don't know how that feels, but that's
he will go from almost Freo's most hated player, because everyone loves to hate on Mason Cox when they play. Yeah. It's he's this big American, he's wearing goggles, he's doing all the rest of it, but he comes to your footy club and you just love him instantly.
I got to go to Mandurah soon, boys. Any real? I got one thing I need to do with you, Dan, which has got a story behind it.
Okay.
Anything else important you want to get off before I do
just a couple of things that people have written in from Instagram. Question box on the stories.
All right, let's do that. And I've got a nice little voice memo to play us as well.
Great. This is from Seth Dryden. You should do an AFL squiggle season prediction. I don't know what the squiggle season prediction is.
Squiggle?
Yeah, squiggle.
To a Mr. Squiggle.
What's that?
The man from the moon.
Do you want me to
You should do an AFL Squiggle season prediction.
What's a Squiggle season prediction?
We might sound real old here, fellas, because we're
What is it? Squiggle season prediction?
Oh yeah, so it's like I think you can use. It's like an app or something that you can do a prediction for the season. We can pick the winners and everything. Okay,
we'll
sure,
definitely
done. We'll do that in the next couple of weeks.
Shout out, Watty Bus Squiggle.
Is anyone excited by this? Is from the JJ. Anyone excited for the Olympics in 2 weeks?
Olympics. The Winter Olympics in 2 weeks.
The Winter Olympics
in 2 weeks?
starts in 2 weeks.
I love the Winter Olympics. I had no clue.
Well, obviously you don't love it that much, but I think we get around it.
Surely we're getting around it, mate. Yeah. We broke old mate.
We broke Reagan.
We broke Reagan. We were live on that. We're the first people in the world to cover that.
Yeah, I wonder if they would heed my advice and have the competition of just like two people shitting against each other, because that's what Reagan did. That was pretty funny. But no, I think we got around archery pretty hard at the Summer Olympics. I think find a niche sport and really get behind that.
I did say Jamaica. Didn't Jamaica qualify? I did see something like this. Jamaica qualified for the bobsled team. Yeah,
they've been making it like they've been doing that a little bit.
Right, they've been doing that since Cool Runnings. Do we have anyone in the fray?
I'm thinking of some rogue sports here, Hammer. Curling's one, skeleton's another. Like it's what's skeleton face down?
Yeah,
and luge's
face up.
So skeleton's like a death wish.
Yeah, the slalom I quite like the skiing slalom where the skier just.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty cool. The
knees.
The biathlon, like long distance shooting across country in there. That's that's a cool sport.
Yeah, I've always been a figure skating guy. I love it. Once it gets going and you know the storylines and stuff, it's very exciting.
Chaz Michaels. Blades of Glory.
The greats of all time. We'll get around the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, we'll get around the Winter Olympics.
Cool. And then last one from Tony Bello for Dan. Thoughts on D Rose retirement jersey? I think he's saying that because I wrote and said that Derek Rose's jersey retirement is the most undeserving jersey retirement in the history of all sports.
Did they retire Derek? Who did?
Chicago Bulls. They retired Derek Rose's #1 jersey.
Sorry, he was exceptionally good for 1 year. Was the youngest MVP? Was he the youngest MVP ever?
Youngest MVP ever, and then he did his knee.
He was on track to be one of the greatest players of all time, did his knee, and then never was that good again. So
played for the Timberwolves, I think. He played for another team for a bit, then came back to the Bulls. Hit a game with that's no good.
Is that sort of like the equivalent of Tom Boyd, maybe, or Jack Watts? Jack Watts, like jumper retirement at Port Adelaide, maybe.
Yeah, I got a good one for you. It's the equivalent of John Coleman. He played 2 seasons, kicked 100 and something goals twice, and then retired, and now they've got the medal named after him.
Wow.
So it could work.
Yeah.
Derek Rose, it's a warranted jumper retirement.
Yeah, but that would be like saying Jack Buckley's not warranted. So.
Well, no, I never said that at all.
Okay.
Scott, do you want to play the voice memo? I'm going to check for a couple more comments on the Instagram story.
We're going to see. Hang on. We're going to see how this goes. Hang on. I want you to tell me if you can hear this, fellas. Because if you can't, well, it's obviously going to be a pretty shit segment if I'm playing this.
Can you guys hear this? Nah. Perfect. See ya.
Let me know.
G'day, legends. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. All the wonderful things that you say at the end of January. Now, I'm going to find myself $2 because it should be an email, but I'm a bit slack. Anyway, a few suggestions for the year ahead. Firstly, can you reach out to Trish? It's been a while. She's probably the best BackChat listener in terms of content and just story. Everyone loves Trish, so if you can reach out and check on her, that would be amazing. I also think it'd be great to have a super coach and AFL fantasy comp going in the Patreon group.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think it'd be awesome to get an update on whatever happened between Dan and Lydio, talking about boxing and fighting this year. We've still got unresolved issues from 2023, 2024. Speaking of things that are a bit out of date, I'm looking at the website as I'm putting this fine in, and it says beware rebuttals allowed in season 2024. Lads, it's 2026. Kind of got to update the site as well as getting rid of the link to Hammer's Happy Hour. Hammer's Happy Hour, rather. Any reason why they got canned? It was a good show.
Rest in peace.
My condolences. How about that? You got fired. But keep it on. And yeah, Merry Christmas. See ya.
Yes, Jimmy, Merry Christmas.
In
Hey,
January.
that's a great little thing. So just jump on the website, backchatpodcast.com.au, click on the 2024 link, and you can leave a fine and leave some feedback. That's exactly what we wanted to hear from the week. We will check on Trish.
Yeah, we'll check on Trish.
Yes.
That's a lot easier than writing an email. Way easier.
Oh, yeah.
Way easier.
It's not lazy.
Hammers
It's
Happy
just
Hour.
efficient.
We touched on this last week. People working Friday Arvo.
Come on, we know that.
Yeah.
That'd be silly.
People will be happier on the couch, just doing it without it.
What else?
Yeah. And Lydio, I'll say this. You've heard from me over the last couple of years, but you haven't heard from Lydio. So
Yeah, Dan wants to fight, and Lydia's just backing out.
yeah, exactly. I've been trying to get him for a while now, but he just keeps
He keeps ducking Dan's calls.
All right, gents, I'm calling it. I reckon.
Yeah, sounds good. I will leave you
thanks.
with we were going to do a blind ranking sort of thing, but
No, we're doing it. We're doing it because this is we're going to do this, and then that's how we finish the show. And so thank our sponsors, Dan, while I'm pulling this up, and then we're doing the blind rank, and then it's cut to black, fade to black.
yep. Sponsors. I don't even know who are they for season 2026.
We'll just do a blind
Next week we're announcing a big one. All right?
Big.
Look, we farewell pay. Yeah, name rights. We farewell pay wise, but all the usual suspects: Mamba Digital, Whippersnapper Whisky, Tab Touch, Camera Electronic. Look, there's space for more. I will say that we're doing a lot of different stuff this year. But if you want to get involved with us, hit us up, hello@backchatpodcast.com.au. And so, yeah, get involved.
Tab Touch are major partners as well. They are still on board with us now. So Windsor Olympics brought to you by Tab Touch. Now,
True.
You, before this show went out, you're trying to fill content. You said to Ronan, our new producer, can you do a blind rankings for me that we can do on the show? Meaning, get together with you, Dan, so you can read it to Hammer and I, and we can blind ranks the greatest Australian sporting moments. Given it's Australian Day, happy Merry Christmas and New Year,
etc.
Look, I'm reading the Slack message to Ronan now, and maybe there's some miscommunication. I said, I think you can do a blind ranking thing with the boys. Any ideas? They can build the list together, something around championships or something else. He said, good idea, blah, blah, blah. And I said, great, can you come up with the list, please? He said, on it.
Great.
So,
you butchered that. You butchered that, Dan.
Did I butcher that?
Why would we come up with the list?
Yeah,
No, you build the list. You would build, I would say the things, and you build the list.
Silly.
No, but building the list is the thing that you read to us. We're just blind ranking it.
So Ronan thought, hey, for something fun, can you guys give me a blind ranking list, and so that I can blind rank something?
So for the great segment of 2026, Dan blind ranks things. We are doing this every week. Dan has to blind rank shit, and it'll go
some things.
blind ranking partners' porn books they read. All right, we're going off the top. All right.
Here we go.
So this is, Dan, Australian sporting moments. All right, and there's one the greatest ever Australian sporting moments.
Yep.
Okay.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So 1 through 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna read them in the order they are here. I don't know if this is gonna make it funny or not. John Aloisi penalty to qualify for the 2006 World Cup.
Oh, I got to say 2.
Wow. Righto.
Okay.
I'll keep track. Hang on. I'll keep the notes.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was.
I remember watching that. I went bananas. What'd you go? Aloisi 2.
Kathy, that's my Robovac just talking to me. Kathy Freeman's 2000 Olympics 400 meter gold medal.
Oh, it's number 1.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's number 1. Gives me chills every time. What am I supposed to do? Put that 3rd? I butchered number 2.
It probably is number 1, to be fair. Anyway, keep going.
Pretty close to number 1. Shane Warne's ball of the century. Is that to
Michael Gatting.
Yeah, Gatting. Yes.
5.
Dan hates cricket.
I hate Shermore. I don't.
Dom Sheed from the boundary.
Oh.
But it's the greatest ever AFL grand final. It's got to be. It can't be six.
I got.
You got 3. You got 3, 4, and 6. Sorry, it's the
3.
3. It's the greatest ever. It's the greatest kick in the history of the AFL in context. Greatest kick.
3.
From the boundary.
Stephen Bradbury, gold, Winter Olympics.
6.
Really, first ever Winter Olympic gold.
Hell. And so then at number
4.
In Australian sporting moments for Australia Day, and I can do this one for you, is Dan Const's 5 for 12 in a 5 for 16 and under 12
5 for
grand
16.
final.
Yeah, that fits. That's probably correct.
So your order
as a body of work,
yeah,
that's good.
That's massive. 1 to 6. Kathy Freeman gold 2000. Aloisi gold 2006 World Cup qualifier to beat Germany. We go in Germany. Sorry. Dom Sheed from the boundary at 3. Dan Const 5 for 16 and under 12 final at 4. Shane Warne's ball of the century. Michael Gatting ball at 5, and then Stephen Bradbury winning Australia's first ever Olympic gold medal.
That's pretty good.
That's
a
pretty
good list.
Pretty good list.
Yeah, especially Dan Const 5
Nailed
for 16.
Yeah.
Hey boys, I'm leaving. So are you.
See ya. Au revoir.
Thanks.